Hello there, I'm Sean Woolley, Managing Director of Cloud9 Spain. With me today, I have
Debbie Lush
and
Justin Moll.
very good, much better than last time. Today, we're just going to have a quick chat about one of our favourite places, well, one of Debbie's favourite places, actually. She's kind of bullied us into talking about this. La Cala Golf Resort
Yes.
in La Cala.
Yes.
And we thought we'd also talk about the neighbouring area, which is La Marina. And also, we might have a little discussion about El Chaparral and the developments going on around there. Anyway, over to you.
Okay. I think the Cala Golf Resort is a really interesting area. There's a lot of new development going up there. It's a golfer's paradise. And there's this beautiful hotel, which is run by an Irish company. Not that that's anything to do. But anyway, just thought I'd put it in there. It's got good service, great food. It's got a spa area as well. So for anyone buying up there, they can obviously use the facilities of the hotel. And if you're buying in some of the new developments, you can get like vouchers and percentages off restaurants and spa treatments and everything. It's got amazing views, and they're actually building a small commercial centre up there. So you do have more amenities. There's going to be a supermarket. It's built, this particular development I'm thinking of is built around a lake. It's just very picturesque. And then a few minutes away, you've got beautiful La Cala de Mijas. And I do think it's a little gem on the east side of Marbella, to be honest.
Very good. I agree with you. And 20 years ago, La Cala Resort, you'll remember these days, was in its infancy. And it was amazing because they were building those townhouses on the golf course. And you used to get taken by the sales team over the golf course on a little buggy. And for anyone into golf, it was just like, wow, 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 where to assign kind of thing. Because it was a beautiful, beautiful thing. And it's a great setup with the golf. 3 very good quality golf courses. The hotel is good. The clubhouse is very nice. There's always lots going on. There's a good bit of social as well. So for golfers who like a bit of action, it's also good because it is a little bit in the middle of nowhere. But I know you like that, don't you?
Yeah.
But I think the game changer for La Cala Golf Resort has been the partnership with Taylor Wimpey. So La Cala's always had a load of land that they can develop. But I think what's happened is that they've recognised that they needed good promoters and developers to come on board with them to push it forward as a destination. And I think Taylor Wimpey have been instrumental in that. And some of their recent stuff up there has been excellent. The one that you particularly like is
Solana Village, yeah.
What sort of price point are we talking about there?
Well, it starts at about, I don't know, 310 and upwards for penthouses. Well, you're getting a brand new apartment, obviously, but what my clients liked about it was the amount of daylight that's coming in. You're looking over the lake, you've got beautiful golf views, some of them have, underground parking and storage, and it's just really top quality finishes as well. Beautiful kitchen, the way it's done out with all the appliances and wood and everything, and just really high finishes and the stonework, and it just flows out onto the terrace. And out of all the properties we viewed, it was unbeatable in that area for my clients that were interested in playing golf. That's
interesting. And as you say, it's only a 5-10 minute drive down the hill to the village of La Cala de Mijas, which is really popular. Lovely little beaches and beach bars and amenities. And then you're not far from the airport, are you? Half an hour, 20 minutes. And between there and La Cala, you've got Mijas Golf, and you can go up to Mijas. So you're in a nice part of the world, aren't you? Interestingly, next door to La Cala Golf Resort is an area that I know very well because it's where I started my Spanish journey, which is La Marina, which literally means the village on top. And you access La Marina from Elvira, don't you? So East Marbella, and then you go up the hill, and the first time you do it, it's a bit like, but when you get to the top, there's some of the most breathtaking views on the whole coast. The only problem with La Marina is, and La Cala Golf actually, is a lot of the views are east and southeast. So you almost feel like you want to tilt the whole thing. But that's just the way it is. You can't move the mountains, can you? But La Marina is a beautiful place as well. It doesn't have the 18-hole golf course. It has a 9-hole golf course at El Soto de Marbella, which is more of a sort of practice course. But again, there's a lot of land up there. So you've got a lot of villas and plots and good value apartments. And because the land is cheaper in these areas, you do get more for your money. So whereas down in the coast, you might get 60, 70 square meters, up there, you'll get nearly 100. So, for people who want a bit of space, don't mind that extra trek down the hill to amenities. It's certainly worth a look. And for golf lovers, it's a heaven, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, because you had that client last week, you were researching like mad, weren't you, about all the different areas. And one area that you picked up on, which we do promote, and we know quite a bit about, is El Chaparral, which is just beyond La Cala, isn't it?
Yeah.
Literally. So it's on the way to the airport, but
Yeah.
before Fuengirola.
Yeah.
Tell us about El Chaparral.
It's a very up and coming area. You've got El Chaparral Golf Club. It's just a few minutes from the beach. You could actually walk down to the beach. One development there has built a beautiful sports centre.
So is that Eden?
Yeah, that's Eden, and it's got one of the nicest co-working areas I've actually seen. And now Eden have got their show homes there, and they've two different types. And I was surprised actually at how spacious they were. They're really wide with good-sized terraces. And they're townhouses. They're all townhouses up in El Chaparral. And it's really good value for money, starting at $570, $590 and upwards. They're really good family homes.
Because very often with townhouses, you think they're going to be very thin and narrow, don't you? And that you're going to lose all your space in the stairwells. But actually, when you get a lateral townhouse with almost like a double frontage, they can be amazing. As good as a villa sometimes.
Yeah, well, I was quite surprised. And there's a number of developments to choose from. So perhaps you mightn't be ready to buy now, but there's another development that's not going to be ready for a few years. So you can book one by putting down a deposit. They're not high-rise apartments because the planning laws won't allow it up there. You've got the facilities of the golf club. You're close to the beach. A few minutes from La Cala, but you're getting better value for what you're getting.
Just for being that
yeah,
few
and
minutes.
of course you're very close to the airport.
You've sold there as well, haven't you?
Yeah, everybody.
Are you a fan?
I am. I like it. The thing about El Chaparral and La Cala, you can't buy in La Cala, and you certainly can't buy new walking distance to anything. Yeah. So you're going to be either in that La Noria part, which is kind of walking distance, but it's all resale, and you're not going to get a view. Or you start in that section where you've got one residences and all of those newer developments, and then you go one stage up to La Cala Golf again. So therefore, I don't see any issues with having to jump in the car and drive literally 2 kilometers from El Chaparral to La Cala Centre, because you're going to have to go further if you're on La Cala Golf. So wherever you are in La Cala and you're buying new, you're going to have to get in the car and drive. So I think with that in mind, El Chaparral, you can walk to the beach, but then you get in the car and do the same distance as you would have done, but you're getting better value for money, your frontline golf.
Yeah.
And they are really good sized houses. I think for a family destination, for maybe a 3-4 bed semi-permanent living, I think it's brilliant value, really green, and you've got great houses on the golf course.
Sounds interesting. Would you buy that?
I would. It's quiet. It's a little bit of a gem. I think La Cala Golf is a little bit of a gem as well, because you've got all the busyness of Mijas Costa, and then you've got these two little gems that are actually just a little bit more tranquil. I guess it's a little bit like Nueva Andalucia, and then you go to La Quinta.
Yep.
That kind of concept, I like that. I'm more about being away from all the action, but close enough to have it at convenience.
And when are you moving into La Cala Golf then? You got your deposit in?
Oh, well, I want a few nights in that hotel for us and some spa treatments. But yes, it is beautiful up there. It's absolutely breathtaking. I think I could, yeah.
I can see you there. I can see you everywhere though. Maybe you just keep appearing in my dreams and nightmares. Anyway, thank you so much for your input. That's good. Good to know about these other options. We're talking about different golf resorts today. It's nice to give La Cala a mention and El Chaparral a mention, because they're definitely two that should be on your radar, particularly if you're looking in that East Marbella, Mijas Costa neck of the woods. Anyway, that's it from us today.
Action!